2 Wars. It's the Wonder Twins. Me and my sibling, we best friends. Back again. Let's get it cracking. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. We back at it again. All black this time.
Got to black gloves, black dudes, black tees. You heard?
Black pants. Don't mind my house shoes.
Yeah, black pants. If you get that in the shot.
That's unnecessary. We here to get it popping. Let's make it happen. We're gonna just get straight into the action. And so we got some good stuff coming out. We were just checking out some of the new movie trailers.
Oh yeah, a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff popping off. I saw a lot of good black stuff popping off. Y'all know I'm always blackity black, but I love my African Americans. But Emperor, y'all gotta go check out Emperor. It seems like a good movie, good backstory.
When it comes out, because we just saw the trailer.
March 20th should be when it comes out.
I believe so, yeah.
I don't know. We saw the trailer for Quiet Place 2 like 100 times, so that might be coming out March 20th. And I got the dates confused, but definitely check out Emperor. Go see when that comes out, because it's going to be something definitely you got to see. I personally am going to see it. Also, another good pro-history movie type deal would be, what was it called?
High Ground, the Australian movie.
The Australian history.
Breaking down the whole, how the, who came to Australia? Was it, I think it was the Brits, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we're going to go with the Brits.
Sound like that.
Yeah, the man pointing to the crown on his head. So
yeah.
The Brits talking to the Aboriginal tribe and whatnot, and they was like politicking, and then it was funny how the boy in the Aboriginal tribe was like, you know, translating to the king, and then he was like being sarcastic.
You think that shiny thing on his head mean he the boss?
Right.
No, this is my land, my man.
But low key, it's gonna be interesting because you know what I mean, I don't know that much about Australia, so to see how it gets going and whatnot, that's gonna be very interesting. So make sure we will keep y'all updated with that High Grounds review when we see it. And whatnot.
Yeah, we definitely gonna keep y'all updated on that High Grounds.
Yeah, High Grounds, Emperors, then Netflix.
Netflix coming out with a good one.
Transformers and whatnot.
An anime, 3D anime. Now that's something, you know me, my brother loves some good anime. Mm-hmm. And Transformers is a classic. So we definitely gonna have to peep that one.
Oh wait, was Transformers, was that a movie or is that a TV show?
That's a good one. I ain't peeped that either.
Yeah, nah. I know the anime has that 3D form, so it's not like the handwritten one like Goku or nothing like that.
Yeah, those 2D. Don't knock 2D animation animes, because boy, they go hard. Like,
I saw a couple good ones.
Cannon Busters is still on my top list, but Insect of the Cactus Cage is also a good anime. If y'all like anime, even if you don't like anime, Insect of the Cactus Cage is dope. Like, the whole concept, the thought process, like, it's all dope, man. You gotta check that one out.
No doubt. I ain't get the name of that one movie trailer we seen where it was the chick and the sea biscuit. She was like,
oh yeah.
What was the name of that one?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Yeah, Time of Being Forgotten. It was basically this young white chick trying to race in the Kentucky Derby, and she getting all that.
It was like the $1 Million Baby version of Seabiscuit. But she was like a jockey, and she was a chick. They wanted to knock her out because she was a chick jockey, and you know how men do women. So try to tell them that good. Yeah, definitely. I'm interested in seeing anything that has a strong female lead against the males.
Now am I a misogynist because I wasn't that interested in the movie? I'm with strong female leads, but it just wasn't that interesting.
It didn't come off as like, oh wow, I gotta see this one. But once she fell off the horse and broke her neck, and then was still trying to get back in the game, that's what made me be like, oh yeah, I gotta see how she recovered. That's what happens with this.
Salute to determination and persistence. You
definitely
stick in the game.
They have another movie coming out called Juveniles. Something about juveniles. The trailer kind of threw me for a loop. I ain't gonna lie, because I was confused as what was going on in the whole trailer. You had the kids. One kid got sucked into the house. Then when she got in there, the man who drug her into the house was dead. Yeah, that was weird. They had to go around killing people who did wrong stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out just because I was confused by the trailer. So now I just want to know what the movie is about and what's gonna actually happen with it.
And then the movie, the trailer, it was like, I don't know, it was like hopping from like two different storylines or whatever.
Yeah, it was all over the place. That one kind of threw me, so I kind of just want to see what's up with that. Definitely go see A Quiet Place 2. If you saw Quiet Place 1, great movie. Definitely going to go see the second one.
It looks like they're going to be showing the monsters more and whatnot, so that's going to be interesting. interesting. Hopefully we see one of them die.
And it looks like they're talking more. Because, you know, in the first one, it was real quiet. I mean, it was a quiet place, but the conversation was minimal. So, like, it definitely seems like a Bird Box feel. And if you watch Bird Box, you know that was a great movie. Going to go to the next level with Quiet Place 2. She got a baby. So, I mean, you can't silence babies. You can't. If you got one, you know what I mean. You can't force them to be quiet. So,
don't even try.
Definitely got to check that one out.
And, I believe the final, was it the final? Another one at least was Only. It was like an apocalyptic type thing. And
got to go see Only. If you're a female, you got to go see Only.
Now break it down. What was the movie about?
So Only was about ash that fell from the sky all over the world. And it was only infecting women. And then within the first week, 10 million women died across the world.
10 million. Yeah.
It got to the point where dude and his girl, it's the dude, what was his name? Leslie Odom Jr. He's a good actor. I love him. But it got to the point where him and his girl, Frida Pino, I think that's who the chick is.
I get her name.
They were the last two. She was the only female left. He basically trying to protect her. Mm-hmm. They come and they try to get her. They trying to take her out. Don't know why. So that's why you got to go see Only, because you got to figure out what happened. Like somebody clearly created something to wipe out the women. For what reason? We make the babies to make the world go around. So who knows why they would want to wipe out chicks? But that was a good trailer. Like if I want to see any of the movies that I seen that was recently coming out in 2020, my top three I would say would be Emperor, Only, and then definitely go see A Quiet Place 2. Right. And this is aside from all the movies that's already came out. Like I want to see Invisible Man. That's pretty dope concept for me.
Now I think I lose my misogynistic point because I actually want to go see Only and whatnot. Maybe it's because there's not that many females.
That makes you misogynistic.
I want to see that. Hopefully the young lady survives the movie. But out of the trailers we just listed off for y'all, I think my top three would be I'm gonna go High Ground because I'm a historian buff. Yeah. Let me get Transformers 200, Alex, and then let me get Emperor to close it out. I think they had Frederick Douglass as well as Harriet Tubman, so I'm interested in seeing that.
Definitely. And if you haven't seen Outsiders, that chick who played Harriet Tubman, man, she's pretty good. I mean, she's popping up everywhere now. Yeah, but she pretty good. Anything that she's in, I'm probably kind of interested in seeing.
That's that classically trained Brit for y'all.
Yeah, but it's another thing. Like they got a lot of black actors that's not black or pure. I don't want to say pure black, but they're not African Americans. I would say. Essentially, yeah. Yeah. How you feel about that?
I mean, they can eat, they can get their roles and whatnot, but I feel like just make sure we carve out a lane for African Americans here, I suppose. And as long as they're not stealing roles from blacks here in the U.S., then disparaging us and whatnot. I feel like, if you audition and whatnot, you should get that role. Just don't talk down about the people who work to build up the country here on Blase Squad. That's a whole rant for another time. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Hey, I mean, they represent a culture. When the outsiders look at us, they see black. They don't dig into whether this chick is from Ghana or Ethiopia or they don't check. They see, hey, African American, black, get black.
Hey, Marlon, can I put you on the spot? How many African countries can you name?
I actually had to take a test in school. I could try to do a couple.
Let me get 10.
10? Let me get 10. Chad. Ethiopia. We're not gonna even go for Mozambique. Okay, Chad, Ethiopia, Mozambique, Uganda. Rwanda. Hold on.
5 more.
Don't draw no blanks right now. Come on, you looking bad.
And this is where we're a team, so I'm gonna get the other 5.
Yeah.
Got, Mali, Togo, South Africa.
They got that one.
Nigeria, Ghana, I believe we said that already. Let me get Sudan. Let me get
I'm just repeating you now.
Right, exactly. One more. I forgot how to say it. It's like Ivory Bengal or something like that. Ivory Coast. There we go. 10 right here.
That's what's up. 10. We got that one. We got that one. I mean, it's a lot more than 10.
Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda.
And they look, Africa has supplied more than enough for the world. Diamonds, gold, oil. Can't knock Africa out. Minerals. You need Africa. Mm-hmm. You need African Americans and Africans. You need us all. But
what kind of accent was that?
I don't know. it was my excitement. My excitement.
Yeah.
But hey, enough about black excitement for now.
All right. So Veep, coming live from the West Wing. Who's that tall, skinny Joe? What's his name? Jonah. Jonah's my guy.
Jonas.
Jonas is my sole West Wing employee. So bad. She old, but she a secretary. She's a no-nonsense woman.
Oh, Christine is funny.
Oh, Christine, yeah, she does a thing.
And then you gotta love Mike. Mike is my favorite one. My favorite person on Veep is Mike. Mike and Gary. Because Gary's creep. Gary's just creep. And then Gary's creep. I like Dan because he'll switch out. He switched.
He's so two-faced.
Yeah.
It's like, how many
Dan is what I pictured government to be. That's just how I see the government.
Yeah.
Government is Dan.
Like every episode he flips like 5 times.
Yeah, and then Donald Trump is old Christine. And then because you don't know what's going on. just trying to stay where you are.
You're just going with the wind blows.
Yeah. And then as far as Gary, he's like the epitome of like everything that helps the stuff stay together.
Yeah, but he's goofy as hell, but he's like, the glue and whatnot,
Yeah.
so he holds that down.
Gary's funny.
Man.
But the close whispers.
Right. I have a drink with Jonah, well, all of them really, except for Dan.
Yeah,
And,
that's what TV do to you, though. Make you feel so good about the stuff that's not good.
Yeah. Who's the white chick? She's okay, I guess.
Amy.
Yeah. Amy's one dope, flatline. No real.
Amy is like doesn't go too far, and then she like is like more focused on the actual running of stuff. She put her family to the pack. Like she should be the vice president,
Yeah, essentially.
but you don't get those people. You always got to get somebody else that's senseless.
She is like the Veep is the Veep kind of. She doesn't put her family to the side, but she does like use like whenever you see her daughter. I feel bad for her daughter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cause she looks like is he from Iran? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
why does it matter? Shouldn't that be okay?
And for all the people I know, Veep has been over, but we just finished season 2. So, what do you think season 3 is going to be about?
Well, is this at the end of season 2? Well, it's probably about her running for office, right?
I mean, aren't we still like towards the tail end of the first presidency?
I mean, he said he wasn't running again, so I don't know how far. Another great thing I like about Veep is that you never see the president. You never see him. He never shows up. He doesn't exist. In the show, he don't exist.
Who do you think the Veep is going to select to be her Veep?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't she have the what's his name? Furlong.
Yeah. Furlong, yeah.
So I guess she gonna have to run with Furlong. She does not like him though.
I don't like him either though. I know he's like supposed to be a dick character, but like
yeah, he's too much of a dick.
Yeah.
Like he does the stuff that be like, all right, man, you just really have to. But then I mean, he's like people in life that's just dicks. Like he just
big time dicks. Side note, do you watch Life in Pieces?
Life in Peace. No, what's that about?
Yeah, it's about a family and whatnot, and they just have like family episodes or whatever. But Forlorn is a dad there, so like total role reversal. Like,
oh wow, so he's not a douchebag in that show.
Nah, upstanding citizen.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's like in Happy Endings. Like in Happy Endings, Damon Wayans Jr. He's like straight, but he's gay. Like he acts more gay than the gay guy that's on the show, which is so weird to me because it's like he's married. But then, hey, he might be trying to tell you stuff. No guy that's married might be. I'm just kidding. Not gonna go there.
Sermon. But back to Veep, man. Hopefully Veep needs a female vice president.
Yeah, a female president, a female vice president. That would be a pretty shocker, pretty vital. Other TV shows that's pretty good. And more current TV shows, I would say a good show to check out is For Life. I think it's on ABC. I believe it's on ABC. But 50 Cent back out again with another great production. For Life is basically about a dude, it's a man who's in jail, wrongfully incarcerated. That's what he believes.
Happens a lot.
Riding with the wrong gang of friends, and his friends get him jammed up, so he got to get out of there.
What gang are they, like High Rules or Grip?
No, they're not a gang, but you know the gang. They hang with the gang, with the
Bunch of
what you thinking?
ruffians,
Yeah,
juvenile delinquents.
they're not.
Get off my property, please.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So basically, he gets put in jail, and while he's in jail, he gets the degrees and all this, passes his bar or whatever that he need to take to be a lawyer. So he becomes a lawyer for the inmates. But the best thing about the show is that after every court appearance he makes, he gets back on the jail bus with the inmate that he's representing and goes back to the same jail with the inmate that he's representing. And that just throws a whole twist to any type of lawyer show that you've ever seen before. And I think 50 Cent really, Mr. Curtis Jackson, he took off with that one because that kind of threw me. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, he got out, now he finna go back and all the good stuff they always say, like, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get all my homies out of jail because I got a degree now. But it wasn't even that kind of thing. Like, he's still in jail too. And ultimately, he working on getting himself out. But the only way he can get himself out is to prove that he's a good enough lawyer to start to get himself out. So he got to start, his little case. I don't want to spoil the show too much, but he does a lot of stuff that I'm pretty sure lawyers do on the outside with the resources they have on the outside. And he does the same thing as a lawyer on the inside. So that's even crazier. He's a black man, so that makes him way smarter. So, hey, he's doing this from jail. Black man in jail, representing inmates from in jail. Every day he goes back to jail. He misses his wife, his family. His wife is with his best friend. She never thought he was going to come out because bitches ain't shit. And then you got that whole scenario. It's like some core value stuff in there. You gotta really check it out. See where it goes. His daughter gets pregnant while he's in jail. He gotta try to swallow that up.
That on the trailer.
Yeah, gotta try to swallow that and not it's some good stuff in that whole entire show. What were we gonna say?
What's the cast? Is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson in that bad boy?
Not yet. He like to pop up in his own show, so ain't no telling if he might be in there a little bit later. So far, I haven't seen him. It's only like about 4 episodes so far. So it's getting good. Another good show. We're gonna segue into the people who don't have standard cable type of television. Lock and Key is a wonderful show on Netflix. You got Netflix if you watch Netflix. If you got your mama Netflix, your brother Netflix, your homeboy Netflix, if you stole Netflix, you gotta watch Lock and Key.
Y'all all share the same account, just different users.
It's amazing. Make a new email address, create a whole new account, start a whole new free trial, and watch Netflix and watch Lock and Key. It is good. I thought it was gonna be one of them dry kid type of movies that got all the kids and all the kids do little kid stuff. But hey, they put kids in movies or in shows and they're taking off, like Stranger Things and all that. The kids are taking over. So if you haven't seen Lock and Key, I'm not gonna jump into it now, talk about it next time, but I definitely think that you should go check it out. That way next time we hit on it, something ain't gonna be such a spoiler for you, because I'm going hard on Lock and Key. That's a good one.
And my Netflix recommendation, I get a lot of flack for it. I'm gonna say it anyway. I think you can finish my sentence. Meet the Happy Banjo.
Oh my goodness.
The Nigerian TV show. It's hilarious.
Hey, support the Nigerian TV show. Meet the Happy Banjos. They got a new sound effect. They just recently got it in, and they also got another location. So they went from the living room.
You gonna stop playing on my show? It's an amazing show. You learn a lot about Britain. You learn a lot about Nigerian culture. For instance, did you know? I think they call it the bubuka. It's like a punishing instrument or something like that. So if you act
like a belt, but
yeah.
Okay.
So the dad is like, act right. Don't let me get the bubuka.
Let me get that bubuka. I'm gonna beat your bubuka with this bubuka.
And then they talk about jollof rice and all that good stuff. So it's a good show. It's a guilty pleasure. Now, it was what? It came out in the mid 2000s, 2008, I believe. I looked it up. I forgot. It's got 3 seasons on Netflix. So
okay. Well,
check out Meet the Happy Banjos on Netflix.
At this point, they should have way more locations, way more sound effects. If it came out that long ago, we're not gonna climb the Happy Banjos. Yeah, they're doing it then. They're climbing in the ranks. So definitely go support Happy Banjos.
Straight up. And Lock and Key too. Hulu shows. You watching anything on Hulu?
On Hulu?
Yeah.
Only thing I watch on Hulu, no lies, Law and Arrest for You. I think I caught up, so I don't even watch Hulu anymore. Sorry, Hulu, but I rock with Netflix. We're gonna get into some more important or more cultural, for the culture type stuff. Mm-hmm. So newer music this week. What's newer music this week? I know 070 Shay, she doing her thing.
Is she?
Yeah, I really vibe with her. She got a different sound, and I don't really want to touch on her sexuality and everything like that. But I like the dynamics we coming from. You know what I'm saying? Me personally being in the club or whatever. But in the community, I feel like, they between 070 Shay, Young and May, they giving a lot of different angles, you know what I'm saying? Showing a lot of different ways that we could be a good asset to music, versus trying to, look at, if you can accept homosexual men, there's no reason to not accept the homosexual women. That makes less sense, but if you watch only, they trying to wipe out the women anyway. So,
right, especially the gay ones.
If we keep your head up on that one.
No doubt.
Does it count as falling off if you just, stop making music? Or do you have to fall from grace type deal? Like for the whole Young Jock situation, he was driving an Uber. Doesn't that mean he fell off because he went from loving hip hop to driving an Uber? Or does it mean he fell off from meeting me in the club is going down to driving an Uber? You know what I'm saying? How far did we take his fall off?
I think
we were smoke looking boy, joke looking boy.
That was a banger.
Let me feel my throat looking boy.
I fell off looking boy.
I fell off looking boy.
I think you could technically say that was.
I can't find the top looking boy. I'm just kidding.
on the road, God bless. But yeah, Young Jock essentially fell off. But do you get your let's say Young Jock came out with a banger next week. Did he still fall off or did he get back on?
Did he make a comeback at that point? Yeah, I mean,
short story, Young Jock fell off. No shade, no.
I mean, it's a couple artists if you want to look at it like that fell off. Like, okay, since we speaking of artists that fell off, I'm gonna say that there's certain people in the street you can't cross, or you can't let them notice you too much to where they can start making influences on you. Feel like Lil Mama was a good artist in her time, but after she went on stage at the BT Awards, it took her career to the below the pit of hell. Like they just shitted on her horribly. They shut her out. It's just 100 other people that's probably in this crowd from New York, and they didn't hop their ass on stage. I don't know how many people in the crowd right now could be from New York, and I want to take my little behind on stage and bounce around with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. I mean, and then at that time it was like Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z still like a Jay-Z, but then Alicia Keys was like Alicia.
You gotta respect people's space. You gotta respect
the space, and you gotta respect the codes. You gotta respect the levels that you're trying to go to. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to elevate. You know what I mean? And then trying to elevate some stuff, you gotta step out. You know, you gotta step back, and you gotta say, one day I'll be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? One day when I'm on stage, I'll say, if you're from New York, come up. You know what I'm saying? Then you get your chance to bring all of New York on stage.
You follow instructions.
Then you following suit, and you creating a place where you did that. But it really sent her career to like a point where it was no return. Like she kind of just lost it after that. I mean, she had I personally like her songs, the sausage, and all that, whatever. Okay, honestly, that's the only part of the song I really know and remember. But
so she had lip gloss, sausage, and what else she had?
She had G-Slide. She had the song with T-Pain, and I think she had a song with Chris Brown and T-Pain. Try to get loose if you want to. I think she was gonna try to get loose.
Wasn't that Lil Kim?
No, okay. No, Lil Kim she's been out for a while.
Yeah, she trying to make a little comeback, right? She's still touring. I saw the meme where she was like still doing that or whatever. She trying to.
Whoa,
right?
Who knows? I mean, Lil Kim, she can sit down now. That's like Remy Ma with her comeback. I mean, it's like once you prove you real and you get locked up and you sit it on down, like you gotta come back and sit it on down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Life has continued without you at this point, and if you didn't make no major impression before you got locked up, then you ain't making no major marks once you get out. Like it's like same thing with Lil Kim. Lil Kim was popping. She was doing her thing, and she gonna always be a top name, especially for me and female hip hop. But once you sat down, then you sat out. That was it. Like you know, the times had to continue, and they had to continue without you. And yeah, these people who are influenced by you, and that's the statement that you made. You know what I'm saying? When you got locked up, you made influences. You didn't make music anymore. You just were an influence at that point. But at a certain point, like if you're not maintaining your thing, or if you causing problems, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole Nicki and Cardi B, like why they both can't womanize together and just take over and start helping the other females get on. You know why it's got to be a winner? Why it's got to be a battle? I mean, I'm not from the north, so it might be a pride thing, a territory thing. They might not be from the same boroughs or whatever. So you know, it might be my side better than your side. I'm still the queen. Whatever. But I feel like Trina. Trina is the rap queen of the South. I don't care how old she get or nothing. Like when it comes to South female pioneers, you got Trina. You know what I'm saying? We don't have all the people. Yeah, Foxy Brown and Lil Kim. You got Trina, and everybody love Trina. You can't not love Trina. You can not know who Trick that is and know who Trina is. You know what I mean? Like she got that goat power. She the goat. But hey, love for the females in hip hop.
The Box, saw that music video. I mean, the visuals was dope. When he was about to dunk, that pull the Vince Carter was.
I got my arm in the rim. I don't like the video. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't like the video at all because he cut from driving the car to putting his arm in the rim because that was the next part of his verse, which had nothing to do with nothing. He did his whole slow-mo dunk to where he started this way, but he ended up with one arm in the rim this way. So he cannot clearly play basketball.
It's a 10 out of 10 on the spot.
That would have never, that whole motion, like he went up this way, right?
I thought he went between his legs.
No, he did like, he went the whole like jump from the free throw line thing, and then he did the whole rotation thing, like he got the wham, but then he has one arm. Could we at least see the ball go in, or that part? We just cut to the part where he hanging in the rim. That sucked. And then he got the part at the end when he's in a glass case, Illuminati, we're gonna say that for Armageddon. He's in a glass box on display in a museum type deal. Meanwhile, the cars he was driving, he's no longer in, but they crashed. He's standing in front of them. Whole video concept, I get it, it's cool. He got money now, so he can make these elaborate type of videos. Yeah. No sense was made. However, Lady Gaga made a video, Stupid Love. It's pretty amazing if you ask me. Now, however, Lady Gaga's video did not make a lot of sense in itself either. Why is her video better than his? Yeah. Because she's never made sense. Lady Gaga never had any concept in anything she did musically. Now, the songs have 100% concept. Visuals, they're just all pretty whack jobbed out. She has a pink outfit on. Right. People behind her have on white. They all dancing. You got the gays and the big women, the little women, the little men, the Asian men. They're all colorful because Lady Gaga loves everybody. Mm-hmm. So you got all of them in the video. Then at one point they switch from all white to all black. So I guess it's the good side of love and the bad side of love. I'm not really sure the concept of the video again because Lady Gaga's concepts always blow me. She wore a neat outfit. So I mean, who knows what Lady Gaga, to say it in the least, where has Lady Gaga been before she just brought this back out? We don't know.
So would you say, who has the better, trippier videos, Travis Scott or Lady Gaga? None of them make sense. Both of them are expensive as all hell. Far out concepts.
Yeah, I feel like Travis Scott, he's reaching to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Reaching in a good way though.
I mean, teachers on. Travis Scott, he stayed reaching as far as the like. What was the rodeo one after the rodeo? Before the rodeo.
Antidote, right?
No, I'm saying the album. He had an album called like Before the Rodeo.
Days Before Rodeo.
Days Before the Rodeo. That was good.
And then before that, you had Al Farrow or something like that.
Days Before the Rodeo is where after that he lost me. It was a lot going on, and I feel like a lot of his visuals. I mean, I'm not a music video watcher because I'm a lyric content listener. Mm-hmm. I like to hear the lyrics that he's saying, and I feel like sometimes they try to go all out the way too far where they're reaching, and sometimes it's hitting pretty good. But visually, I'm not really stimulated by anything that Travis Scott has put out. It's all just kind of off. Like the same thing with like the trippy reds and all the weird, crazy, creepy stuff that they do. Okay. I know last week we talked about Billie Eilish and her bleeding from the eyes with black juice and all that. Okay. Like all of those visuals are just they're exactly what you said. Intense. They're very intense for what purposes that don't relate to the actual lyrics that they're talking about.
I mean, but like my counter Goosebumps, that was like, you know, cringy as all hell, but you know, it gives you goosebumps.
I didn't see the video, so
you slipping.
That's good. That's on me. I didn't see that video. I will have to check it out now that you said it, but I'm pretty sure it's just as creepy as the rest of all the creepy videos out there that they made.
Did you see Antidote? That was pretty tame.
How the Antidote go? What song is that?
It was on Rodeo. Don't you open up the window?
Okay. Don't you let out the antidote? Yeah, no. See, popping pills is all we know. And then
the song was crazy, but you know the video was pretty tame. But I think Lady Gaga gets Travis on dress code, but music videos, I think Travis got the game on top.
Okay. And because you said that, I'm gonna check out more Travis stuff. I mean, I'm a Lady Gaga fan, and then once Lady Gaga and Beyonce made those collab, anybody knows me know I love Beyonce. So if you know me and you know I love Beyonce, then you definitely know that once Beyonce and Lady Gaga collaborated,
when was this? 2015.
This was a little bit back. Like I said, this when Lady Gaga was like a big thing. You know, Beyonce hasn't never not been a big thing since she was a part of Destiny's Child. So I mean, if you're talking about music and falling off in the music industry, like that's just one person who can't fall. Like he can't. She could try if she wanted to, but she couldn't fall if she wanted to. Like she couldn't. Yeah. But once they made that kind of thing, it was like same thing with Lady Gaga. Like to see Lady Gaga come back out now with the whole Stupid Love video, it was like, wow, I gotta check it out. In one day, 14 million views. That's how you know Lady Gaga is a go-to. She pretty dope though, honestly. I mean, some people can't hit that pinnacle like we talked about earlier. Some people get stopped early in the tracks. And then sports playoffs, NBA playoffs coming up pretty soon. I personally believe that we'll probably see the Lakers because you gotta see LeBron. It's like a conspiracy. But you gotta see LeBron in there because, I mean...
I miss with LeBron. I miss, you know, I'm a 93 baby. I ain't see your boy, who's your boy? My MJ. So I wanted to see, you know, LeBron James do the thing, become the next king of basketball. Hopefully now I mean them Lakers go all the way.
All right, well, once those playoffs kick off, then we'll have more to talk about sports. But for now, that's all. We love you, Zion. One person died in the United States
Gotta talk about it.
due to the coronavirus. We all didn't want this to happen. Nobody wanted this to happen, but it has happened. We're not gonna go into ultimate shock or terror, even though the stock market is about to crash and life as we know it is slowly coming to an end. But they all said it would happen at some point. So what are we gonna do about it?
But in further news, we got the first coronavirus fatality casualty in America, which is tragic. I think the total is like in what, 2,000?
2,100.
No, 20,000, right?
Well, 2,100 people died. 75,000, yeah, 75,000 were affected.
Okay.
And then here of the US of A, we're number one. We lost that recently. Somebody died here, and I'm pretty sure that everybody is
Is that person on the Texas cruise or whatever?
That was, remember we talked about that last time. They let them people come back.
And then one of them died?
I don't know if one of them died or if somebody unrelated to the Texas crew died. Now, if somebody unrelated to the Texas crew died, then there's a big problem on our hands that we're ready for. Because while we're quarantining them, we got other people that we need to be checking. Maybe they'll go out and give it, like they have the, I don't know if they have the cure for the coronavirus and they just wait until we hit a certain point to start demanding that we go get the shot to stop us from dying from the coronavirus. Like how they had polio and then chicken pox, and then I had chicken pox twice. So I'm now in the running to get shingles. So it's just like, unless I take a shot that should stop me from possibly getting shingles. Dr. Sebi said he cured cancer without chemotherapy because chemo was basically killing the cells. So it's like, but then they killed Dr. Sebi. So. I know FL Studio is a very hard program to operate. So in my journeys to learn how to make beats, I tried multiple programs. FL Studio is the one that I'm currently operating. So I don't really want to talk about beats right now because I got a lot going on in that whole beat department. It's just, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Florida Studios cut the check. Florida Studios cut the check.
Cut the check. Because Fruity Loops is not working for me.
Not at all.
So all the Florida studios, y'all hit me up. I got beats y'all can work on, edit them, help me out, something. Hey, but for real, on the music, since we talking about music, Jaye Marlee, I'm working on mixtape, Lucky 7. Don't know when it's coming out because I'm working on it. So, therefore, y'all go support me. Follow me on Instagram at JayeMarlee, Jaye Marlee. And definitely feedback, comment, like, share. People don't support you until you make it. So if you support me before I make it, then I might remember you. Might.
Shout out to me. My name is Moneywise. I also do music. You heard. I got a YouTube channel. I got my own Instagram. Moneywise or Moneywise Indeed. I forgot. Follow me on Twitter as well. And check out my music video with my boy Aiden called Air. Go check that bad boy out. Let me know what you think.
Yes, sir. And it is Two Wars and the Wonder Twins. We are out for the day. Y'all tune in next week. Definitely coming back at you with some more heat. March coming up, so you know we covering that good March madness. Y'all tune in. Follow me on Instagram at Jaye Marlee. Follow my brother.
Follow me at Moneywise Indeed on Twitter. And we gone.
Signing off.